Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's web seminar. I'm your moderator, Mike Perkowski. Thank you for joining us. Our program today is Ensuring Disaster Recovery and Business Continuity through Hybrid Cloud. This is the third in a series of 3 webinars on the topic of data storage in a hybrid cloud environment. We encourage you to dial in and listen to and watch the other 2 webinars as well. I want to acknowledge and thank the support of our sponsors, Equinix and Datatility. We appreciate their support. Today we're fortunate to have 3 expert speakers who are going to walk us through this topic. We're going to hear first from Jeff Kaplan, Managing Partner at Think Strategies, a leading advisory and consulting firm focused on the cloud. We're also going to hear from Dominic Steinbruch, Vice President for Data Storage at Datatility, and then Don Wiggins, a Global Solutions Architect at Equinix. We appreciate each of these gentlemen taking time out of their day to join us here today. So I'm going to turn the program over to our first speaker, Jeff Kaplan at Think Strategies. Jeff, the floor is now yours.
Well, Mike, thanks for having me, and thanks for inviting Think Strategies to be a part of this series. It's been a pleasure to talk about the implications of this explosive environment of new data that's come online over the past decade or so. And there's no better example of that than what's been going on in the mobile world, where we have an increasing number of applications at our fingertips, but more importantly, where we're generating an increasing amount of new data. That data is being put to use in a variety of ways, not only by the end users who utilize this data to perform their daily functions for their various businesses, but also for the application providers who now have a better opportunity to actually see how those applications are being put to use and to be able to measure their effectiveness in the marketplace. You know, what we've been talking about for the past decade is that there's this new sense of the heuristics of applications, and the data that's being generated from those applications gives us greater insight as a result about what the user requirements are, what their behavior is, and what even their preferences might look like as they select the applications to meet their day-to-day business requirements. It also gives us an opportunity to even measure our performance against our peers and to be able to determine whether or not we're actually meeting the expectations of our customers. We can use this data to create meaningful benchmarks. We can use it to help us with our key performance indicators. And as a result, this data is becoming more and more important to perform not only our daily functions, but to compete in today's increasingly competitive marketplace. And as more and more things are being connected in this Internet of Things era that we live in, it's increasingly important to be able to capture the data from these things so that we can properly utilize that data to maintain our cars, to manage our homes, and even to improve our health. So data is becoming increasingly important in every aspect of our lives and in our businesses. And in fact, the nature of business as a result of this data is also changing. In the old world, we just talked about standalone products. In the new world, we began to talk about B2C or B2B solutions. But in the brave new worlds, we're talking about a whole new generation of information services fueled by the access and the availability and the ability to analyze data. And as a friend of mine, Tom Davenport, has said in the Wall Street Journal and even elsewhere, like it or not, we are all in the data business. But if we're in the data business, then we have to do a better job of ensuring the availability and access to that data. So that means we have to be sure we've got the right disaster recovery and business continuity policies and procedures and systems in place. And for that discussion, I'd like to pass it over to Dominic at Datatility to talk about the things that they are doing to respond to these escalating needs. Dominic?
Thank you, Jeff. So contrary to popular belief, natural disasters and catastrophes are not the leading causes of data loss. Right? The leading causes of data loss are system malfunction and human error still today. It's estimated that some 140,000 disk drives fail each week, right? And each disk drive recovery can cost an organization up to $7,500, and success is not guaranteed. IDC actually suggests that the average cost of downtime per hour to today's businesses is almost $164,000. So we know data loss is costly and can be devastating, but how much? PricewaterhouseCoopers research shows that 70% of small to medium businesses that experience a major data loss go out of business within a year. The National Archives and Records Administration found that 93% of businesses that lost access to their data center for 10 days went bankrupt within a year. Cloud disaster recovery and business continuity solutions can help organizations reduce recovery time and do so with a lower TCO. By leveraging the cloud, businesses benefit from multiple dispersed sites to protect their data and their operations. Flexible solutions provide the ability to recover full systems or individual files or folders to different hardware, other locations, or to facilitate bare metal restores, as an example. Also, backup images can automatically boot as virtual machines in the cloud, thus providing a foundation for a disaster recovery plan to help avoid some of the pitfalls and some of the challenges that organizations are facing today. In this example, servers are backed up to a local on-site appliance for quick recovery. Data is also replicated to a highly secure, highly available multi-site cloud to facilitate hardware or location-independent recovery, bare metal restores, or even boot from the cloud as a VM. To talk a little bit more about their role in helping organizations in a disaster scenario, I'm going to turn it over to Don Wiggins.
Thanks, Dominic. We do have a unique perspective here at Equinix with a very diverse customer base of, as mentioned earlier, 6,000 plus across the globe. We found that a lot of folks are grappling with this issue, and it's unfortunately often an aspect of the business that's not given enough attention, frankly, and there's a lot of folks that struggle with it. We did some research recently, and as you see here from the Disaster Recovery Preparedness Council's 2014 Global Benchmark Survey, the results of that were rather alarming. And I think this corroborates what Dominic mentioned earlier from a statistical perspective. Over 70% of companies worldwide are failing in disaster readiness. 20% indicate losses of anywhere from 50,000 to over 5 million. And a lot of folks, 1/3 of the survey participants test their plans only once or twice a year, and nearly 25% indicated that they had never tested their plans. And perhaps one of the more grave results, when tested, nearly 65% of them reported failure of their own plans. You know, this can resolve for a number of different things. It can be a lot of organizations can consider disaster recovery sort of a cost-prohibitive aspect of their business. You know, it's considered by many a highly unlikely event. But I think those who have experienced it would argue that one can ill afford not to prepare for a disaster, as it's only a matter of when it will happen, not if it will happen. So it's absolutely critical. And for all the points mentioned earlier in the discussion with the accumulation of data and the importance of data, not only as an archive that stacks up somewhere, data is often repurposed and utilized for a number of different things. So data has certainly taken on its importance, has taken on a new role in utilization and just broadly informatics and how we use it in business and healthcare and a number of other different verticals. So for a number of reasons, it's critically important to take a second look at how we're addressing disaster recovery and business continuity. It's just absolutely critical to organizations that they take a close look at this and perhaps leverage a partner of ours like Datatility, who can provide alternatives to traditional means of doing so and overcome some of the pitfalls that prevented a successful outcome. So again, a great privilege to participate in this today. I hope that the audience will find this useful. I trust that all of us find it near and dear at some point in time. Those who rely upon information technology or those who service it. And again, thank you very much. It's been a privilege to participate.
Great. Thank you very much, Don. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our program for today. I want to first thank our guest speakers, Jeff Kaplan, Dominic Steinbrueck, and Don Wiggins for their presentations and for spending time with us today. Also want to acknowledge and again thank our sponsors for this program, Equinix and Datatility. We do appreciate their support greatly. And last and certainly not least, we want to thank all of you who have dialed in and are listening to this program today. We want to remind you as well there are 2 other related programs on this topic. We hope that you'll listen and watch those ones as well. So on behalf of our sponsors and TechTarget, I'm Mike Burkowski. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a great day.